Hi everyone, my name is David Attali. I'm a MD PhD student working at Physics for Medicine Lab in Paris with Michael Tanter and Jean-François Aubry. Today, I'm going to present to you the results of a study that we conducted with Fabrice Arcizet, Pierre Pouget, and Stephen Fry, among others. We studied the sustainability and reversibility of focused ultrasound neuromodulation. So what we knew when we started this study is that single pulses of low intensity ultrasound could transiently neuromodulate the targeted brain areas. It's what we call the online effect, such as in TMS and TDCS. What we didn't know at that time was how long would this effect last if we repeat those pulses, meaning if we use repetitive transcranial ultrasound stimulation, also known as RTUS. So in order to estimate the sustainability and reversibility of RTUS, we studied 3 non-human primates who were trained for an anti-saccade task, which is a task frequently used in neuroscience in order to study frontal lobes. The subject, looking at a fixation point, here in green, has to inhibit a reflex we all have, which would be to look at the red square. Instead, he has to look the opposite way, but to do so, it requires some amount of focus. And the latency between the apparition of the red square and the eye movement to the opposite way, meaning the speed to focus and do this task, is what rely on frontal brain areas, and therefore, this is what we will study here, this latency. To be more precise, we will study this latency when we did or did not use RTUS on 2 regions of interest, the frontal eye fields, FEF, and the supplementary eye fields, SEF. These are 2 of the main regions implicated in the anti-saccade task. And of course, we also studied 2 control areas, the visual and motor primary cortex here, V1 and M1, in order to study the specificity of our observations. We used a single element FUS transducer operating at a frequency of 320 kHz, a pulsed signal with a duty cycle of 30% and a PRF of 10 Hz was repeated 200 times in order to achieve a 20-second stimulation, which is much longer than one we used to do. Then, each session consisted of 1 block of 100 trials of the anti-saccade task, then the RTUS stimulation of 20 seconds, and then another 6 blocks of 100 trials each after the stimulation. Each macaque performed overall 40 sessions in order to study the effect of RTUS versus no RTUS, sham, and also to study the effect of RTUS targeted on the region of interest versus the control areas. Finally, we performed 3D numerical simulation of the acoustic propagation of pulse through the skull and the resulting pressure and intensity maps in order to confirm the precision of the stimulation, as well as 3D numerical simulation of thermal rise in order to rule out a potential thermal effect, because as you can see here, the temperature stayed low with less than half a degree elevation in the brain. So here you have the results of the 3 macaques. These are the blocks I was talking about. The 1 block before RTUS, which is here, so the black arrow, and then after stimulation, 6 more blocks of the task. And what we can see here is that the anti-saccade latencies were shortened only when RTUS was applied. Also, we can see that this effect was sustained for about 20 minutes, with then a return to baseline. Also, we demonstrated that this effect is specific according to the side of the brain we're stimulating. And this, as you can see, applies for all 3 monkeys. As far as control regions are concerned, we didn't see any effect of RTUS on those areas for the first 2 macaques. And for the third one, he adopted kind of an alternative strategy because he had some troubles to focus on the task. So instead of doing the proper task, he tried to guess where the red square was going to appear, on the right or the left. So that part of the results are kind of hard to understand, but still the main effect was seen also for this monkey. So to conclude, what we demonstrated here is that repetitive TUS can induce sustained and reversible effects lasting around 20 minutes when RTOS is applied for only 20 seconds. This study reinforces the feasibility of using non-navigated RTOS, which is safe, reversible, with unprecedented spatial resolutions, and capable of targeting deep brain regions. Thank you for your attention. I will be more than pleased to discuss those results or to answer a few questions. Thank you very much.